Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're doing good, if you're watching this video, I want to believe that you probably have a fiance or boyfriend and you're hoping to one day get married, or you just want to have more insights, more information, more knowledge as to what is required for marriage. Marriage is a beautiful thing if we go into it with a solid foundation, with the right partner and with the right mindsets. Marriage is meant to be a loving, intimate, selfless relationship between a man and a woman that lasts through eternity. So number one, I will start with is the God factor. Okay, since God designed marriage to meet our need for companionship, how do you define a God-fearing man? A man talks about God doesn't mean God-fearing. Okay, he goes to church 6 days a week doesn't mean God-fearing. He can quote scriptures doesn't mean anything. You must test the spirits. Is he kind? Is he caring? Does he have feelings? How does he treat the people around him? Be very observant. Can he control his anger? Some men are short-fused. A God-fearing man is not contentious, always looking for a fight to show his dominance. He behaves maturely. Paul in 1 Corinthians 13 verses 11 describes the progression of a God-fearing man. He says, "When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things." A God-fearing man has grown up. Yeah, he enjoys spending time with you. Okay, he just enjoys your company, right? He's hardworking. A godly man desires to be wise, so he can make good choices. Yeah, keeps his heart pure. His actions will match his words. You won't doubt his love for you. A God-fearing man leans into God's guidance. Is loyal. Is a good listener. You want to lead with fairness, humbleness, love, and gentleness. You will feel relaxed. It makes you happy. You're attracted to him. He's thoughtful and appreciates you. He supports your ambitions. He won't isolate you from your family. He wants to protect and provide for you. He's financially stable and responsible. Those are qualities of a God-fearing man. A God-fearing woman, she's hardworking too. Okay, she's resourceful, she's prayerful, she's faithful, she supports her husband, she's thankful. When the man is weak, she's strong. She takes care of her home and her family. Number two, quality I would say is emotional intimacy. Listen, if you are not emotionally close, you can't bond emotionally, don't marry him. You will be a lonely, miserable, depressed wife. You can't talk to him, he won't listen to you, he's stubborn, your feelings are constantly being ignored. No. You want to marry someone you can be vulnerable with, okay? You can share all your needs, your wants, your ambitions, your desires, your insecurities and fears with each other. Listening to you without interrupting or presuming the trajectory of your conversation or the intent. Someone that will listen to you without judging you, hold you, make you laugh. No marriage can survive without emotional intimacy. Lack of emotional intimacy can cause infidelity. I have married friends, midnight, they're on the phone with me. They just want to talk. And I'm thinking, where's your husband? He's there in the house, but you're on the phone with me. Some will say, which is more important, physical or emotional intimacy? I would say you can't do without the other for a successful marriage. But emotional intimacy will hold you through the ups and downs in your marriage. In your 60s, 70s, when the man can't get it up, emotional intimacy, that's what's going to keep the marriage going. Okay. Number three, I would say, is perseverance and patience. Marriage is supposed to be a lifetime thing, and problems can arise anywhere, from your in-laws, from work, your kids, or from your partner himself. Knowing when to quit is one thing. Knowing when to persevere is another thing. Patience means discerning what needs to be changed and what needs to be tolerated. Your partner might have some behaviors or personal characteristics that you will need to find a way to work around them. Okay, we are all imperfect. You will make mistakes, right? Your spouse will make mistakes as well. However, I don't preach patience in an abusive relationship or marriage, especially physical abuse. Okay, because it's only when you're alive that you can go for therapy or make your relation or your marriage work. Physical abuse can start at any time in a marriage. It could be from the beginning or many years after. That's a crazy thing. For some men, something usually triggers it, right? Especially if it's never been abusive to you. But whatever triggers it, it's unacceptable and you shouldn't take it. I know of one lady, they've been very happy for many years. Their kids are quite grown, and she decided she wanted to start working. She got a job, only for her husband to start suspecting that she's cheating on him. They have 4 children. You should trust her by now. No, he started beating her. He planted a monitoring device in their home. Even sent someone to monitor her movements from home to work and back home. And she was saying to me, I don't know what's going on. We've been married for over 15 years. Something triggered him, and until that is resolved, you can't have peace. Physical abuse is not something you sweep under the carpet, okay? It's not like, it's a different kind of situation where it's pressing toothpaste in the middle and you like it to be pressed at the bottom, or, you know, silly things like that. That's different. Emotional and psychological abuse happens because a man is yearning to control you. That's another form of abuse that often happen in marriage. He wants to dominate you. Emotional abuse is usually verbal. It could take any form. It includes bad mouthing, name calling, blaming you for their shortcomings, all to make you feel less than or invalidated. The perseverance I'm talking about is a man that used to, I'm talking about is your man that is the main provider, and something happened, right? He lost his job. You should be able to step in and rescue your home. I have a friend, her husband is a medical doctor and she's a nurse. She usually works twice a week. But something happened. Her husband got suspended and a case was made against him. That took a few years to resolve. She had to step up and started working longer hours. Perseverance when your man is having sexual problems, right? For example, it happens, yeah? You're not going to run after your ex-boyfriend. A good woman should have self-control. And that kind of problem doesn't last forever, hopefully. Number 4, the last word I would say is having a team mindset. A team attitude, yeah? You are unshakable, unbreakable when you work as a team. And it's impossible to work as a team if you're not best friends. So make sure you are both each other's best friend, okay? You both dictate how you want to run your home, right? Not your mom or his mom. You don't compare your marriage to your friend's marriage. Some even compares their children. It's ridiculous. Reading books, listening to podcasts on marriage can help. You must trust each other. Trust is key. If you don't trust each other, I don't think you should even get married, you know, or bring children into this world. A friend of mine, she's 40 years old now. Her dad was a young man when he died, but he left a lot of properties behind that he disclosed to his cousin, not to her mom that was his wife. This cousin said nothing for 40 years. She was just about a year old when her dad died. The dad's cousin sold almost all of the properties, built an empire for himself, while her mom struggled to raise her. All of this started coming to light now at the age of 40. They never knew that her dad had all those investments and properties. That's what happens when couples don't work as a team. You don't trust each other, the children suffers. So number one, God factor. Test the spirits, okay? Emotional intimacy. Number two, perseverance and patience. You need a lot of patience. And number four is having a team attitude. So that's all for me. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.